Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We're back at it. Hey, a brand new release from Barrell Bourbon. So, as we all know, when you think of Barrell Bourbon, Barrell are, they honestly, in many ways, they're kind of like the blending geniuses, right? When it comes to blending whiskey, Barrell Bourbon, they are truly the geniuses in terms of like blending whiskey. So they're taking whiskey from all over and just almost like the whole mad scientist approach, if you will, which is pretty cool. But when you think about Barrell Bourbon, so they have other cask finishing series, but this one is actually a brand new one from them. So this one here, this is the Mizunara, or aka Japanese Oak. So this is the brand new cask finishing series featuring Japanese wood, aka Mizunara Oak. So a couple of things come to mind when you think about Japanese oak or Japanese wood as a whole. There's really a couple of things. A lot of different brands and companies, distilleries are finishing wood in other different barrels, but Mizunara Oak is actually really expensive. I mean, extremely expensive. So I was actually kind of happy to see that the price of this one did not go up, actually, which is pretty neat. But then also when you think about just Mizunara Oak, so the whole Japanese oak itself, it's very interesting. Japanese oak is definitely different than American oak. When it blends with whiskey, it typically brings out like very unique flavors and characteristics, such as like very like earthy, if you will, almost like a soft peanut note, not as peanut forward as like a traditional Jim Beam, which is like overly peanut forward, but almost like a very soft kind of a nutty kind of a note, if you will, and almost like a very herbal spice as a whole. That's typically notes that you get from bourbon that's then finished in Mizunara Oak. So it'll be interesting to see if this one kind of lives up to it as well. I've obviously already tried this, poured some in my Infinity bottle, shared some with my friends as well. So we're going to dive into this one today. All right, so the brand new Mizunara Oak, release number 1. So like always, Barrell's typically blending whiskey from other places. So this is the blend from Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee. Yep. 3 different places, 3 different states, and we have whiskey ranging anywhere from 6 years to 14 years. So if you look at the front of the bottle, you're going to see it says age 6 years, but that's because they always have to put the youngest age in the whiskey. So it's really a blend of from 6 to 14 years, and to be specific, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 14-year-old whiskey all blended in. And then they took that final blend and then they put it into the Mizunara Oak for an additional 18 months. So the final blend then was put into the Mizunara Oak barrels, and it aged in the Mizunara Oak barrels for 18 months. So not bad at all. All right, Barrell. What else we got, folks? Mash bill. So the final mash bill on the blend is 76% corn, 20% rye, and 4% malted barley. Yes. All right. It is time to start sipping some whiskey. Not bad color, very nice. I always do love these orange labels. These are pretty cool. So this is release number 1. Uh-oh, man. What's the proof on this one? So the proof comes in at 116.42. So 116.42. And what I love about at least this one is the fact that even though Mizunara Oak is really expensive, it doesn't look like Barrell is actually passing that cost on to us, which I'm thankful for that, by the way. MSRP, $85. Just like most of their other releases that you can get online or in stores, $85. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to the nose real quick. Whew, this is this is a roller coaster of, I mean, so many different notes. I'm getting a little bit of everything. Goodness gracious. So you do get automatically that almost like that herbal kind of spice note, that earthy kind of a note. It's almost like a, it's like a herbal spice, earthy kind of a note, but it's blended with like some caramel. And there's almost like a burnt orange peel kind of a note in the background with some pepper in there. So it's sweet, but it's oddly enough, it's sweet. It's a little bit spicy at the same time, a little bit of earthy. So like there's like some herbal kind of a like almost like a minty kind of a note, and a very soft peanut kind of a note as well. So that kind of makes sense as well, right? Again, using the whole Mizunara Oak, very soft peanut kind of a note. Wow. Very nice on the nose. Extremely nice. All right. Barrell are known to be the blending kings. Let's see if they hit another home run. We shall see. All right, real quick, folks. 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know, have you tried this brand new release from Barrell Bourbon, the Mizunara Oak finish? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? Last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers. Wow, that's different. That's so nice. It's sweet. It's spicy. That herbal kind of a spice kind of a note that was there in the nose came through the palate at 100. Was it 116? 116.42. That is extremely clean on the palate. There's almost like no Kentucky hug. There's like almost like no burn at all. It sips much lower. It sips closer to probably like 105, maybe even 103. This is a pour that can get you in trouble quickly. And I mean quickly. But truly, everything from the nose transferred to the palate, especially like that that burnt orange peel, almost meets like a peppery herbal spice, peanut kind of a note, if you will. All that came through from the nose to the palate. Very nice, exceptional, honestly. And I don't say exceptional often. This is nice. Get a little bit more. Cheers again. Wow, that's actually pretty darn good. That is pretty special. I love the sweetness, I love the spiciness, and I love like that slight burnt orange peel kind of a note. Again, that was in the nose, in the palate as well. That is just, that is smooth sailing. You guys know me, I'm always gonna keep it real. Is this a whiskey worth picking up at $85? Absolutely. That is quite delicious. I mean, I've shared a little bit with friends. I'm gonna share a little bit more with the Bourbon Judge. Hey, until the next time, peace, cheers, and most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.